Today we're going to discuss how COVID-19 travel restrictions have affected U.S. citizens traveling abroad and working abroad, as well as non-U.S. citizens working in the United States. The United States has a worldwide taxation system. That just means that if you're a U.S. citizen or a U.S. permanent resident, that in general, the United States will tax all of your income wherever you earn it from whatever source, all over the world. But the U.S. does have an exclusion called the foreign earned income exclusion that excludes earned income, so income from labor. It excludes earned income of U.S. citizens who live and work abroad, so long as those citizens meet certain criteria. In other words, they spend sufficient amount of time living and working overseas. And we won't go into all of the minutiae of those rules. But suffice it to say that COVID-19 has created some disruption for U.S. citizens that normally do live and work abroad and normally would qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion because they live and work abroad. Some of these citizens have had to come back to the United States in the last number of months because of this COVID-19 outbreak. The Treasury recently provided some relief for these people and clarified that if you've come home because of COVID-19 or come back to the United States because of COVID-19, that returning home and the time you spend in the United States will not negate or cancel your eligibility for your foreign earned income exclusion. There are a lot of rules surrounding all of this. There's rules surrounding the foreign earned income exclusion, how to qualify, and there's a lot of rules that govern whether or not you still are entitled to that benefit if you come home or come to the United States because of COVID-19. But I wanted to let you know that there is relief available, and if it applies to you, if you've been working overseas and expected to have your income excluded from U.S. tax and have come back to the United States, there's likely relief for you, and all of your income will not all of a sudden be taxed by the United States. So call me up and we can talk about the specific rules in your case. The same type of thing happens in the opposite direction. There are non-U.S. citizens, non-U.S. permanent residents who come to the United States for short periods of time to work. And in their case, they come to the United States and they don't want to become permanent residents or U.S. citizens, and they don't want their income, all of their income, their worldwide income, to be subject to U.S. taxation. And again, there are rules which allow them to work in the United States for short periods of time without becoming subject to the U.S. tax laws on all of their income all over the world. And of course, again, COVID-19 has disrupted some of that. There might be foreign non-residents or non-U.S. citizens living in the United States working that got stuck here because of COVID-19, and based on the normal rules, they might be here in the United States long enough to all of a sudden have 100% of their worldwide income taxed by the United States under the normal rules. Well, again, Treasury has issued some relief to those taxpayers, allowing them, so long as they're here because of COVID-19, allowing them to remain exempt from the U.S. worldwide tax regime. So again, if that applies to you, if you're here and you're worried about this, talk to me and we can go over the specific rules as it applies to you. But in short, the good news is there's relief. If you're stuck somewhere because of COVID-19, or if you've been forced to leave a place because of COVID-19, you might be able to avoid the otherwise pretty severe tax consequences of your location. Give me a call. I'd love to talk to you about it.